Hey everyone, so it was just announced by Verizon and Sony that the Xperia Z4v is coming to Verizon this summer, and it's going to be launching in black and white colors. So this phone is pretty similar to the international variant, the Z3 Plus, but there are some differences, some advantages and disadvantages that I'm going to talk about. And I'm also going to talk about the Z3v, which is the phone that I have. So first of all, for the Z3v, for those of you who don't know, when it was first announced, it got a lot of backlash because it's kind of like a hybrid of the Z2 and the Z3. So some of the parts like the screen are actually based on the Xperia Z2. And even though the Z2 wasn't that old at the time, it was only like 6 months old, a lot of people were upset because you're paying $600 for a phone, $600, $700 for a phone. You want all the latest and greatest technology, and I really do like the phone quite a bit, but it wasn't the best that Sony had to offer. But it's looking like for the Z4v that's not going to be the case. So just going by the specs that are the same as the Z3 Plus, both have a 5.2-inch display, a 20.7 megapixel rear facing camera, 5 megapixel front facing, Snapdragon 810 chipset, 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes internal storage. You got your micro SD memory card support, waterproofing IP6568, and capless USB charging, so you don't have the flap over the USB port, which is a very nice feature. And alright, so now in terms of the differences, the main difference is the display. So for the Z4v, you got a 1440 by 2560 display, and for the Z3 Plus you have a 1080p display. Now some people I know will say that the battery will not be as good on the Z4v, and that's definitely a possibility because of the higher resolution, but we'll have to wait and see. The Z4v does, however, have a slightly bigger battery. It's 3000 mAh compared to 2930 on the Z3 Plus, so hopefully that will offset some of the loss that it'll have due to the resolution. The Z4v also has wireless charging, which again is very nice features on the Z3v. And it also, the other disadvantage is the Z4v is going to be bigger. Mostly, the dimensions are pretty similar, except for the width is 8.6 millimeters compared to 6.9. So the 8.6, that's pretty similar to the Z3v. It's a little bit smaller, but it's similar. So, and also it's going to weigh a tiny bit more at 160 grams versus 144 for the Z3 Plus. So basically, for this phone, it's definitely debatable which one will be better, and we're going to need to wait for several things like the battery life before we can make that decision. But at least for this, we know we're not getting like any parts from the Z2 or anything like that. We know we're not getting a hybrid. We're definitely getting the best that they have to offer. So yeah, I think that the phone sounds very promising, and hopefully we'll get some more information on it soon.